Hello everybody, welcome to another ServiceWorks video tutorial. My name is Will Freeman and today I'll be talking about our process of inventory adjustment. So adding item quantities and transferring items between your different locations. So to do that, we hover over inventory and we click on inventory adjustment. We click on this little bubble up here at the top that says inventory adjustment. And then on this page, we can see all of our items. So there are 502 items. We can see 50 of them right now. But if we switch to this view of 500, we could see all of them but two in this one screen. But we can't adjust our quantity from this page. To do that, we have to search by location. So right now we could just put in, we could just hit search. And now we're looking at the items at this location, the Baskin warehouse. When I move down to this next location and press search, we're looking at the items in this location. So you can see this second item has 10 right here in this second location. And in the first location, it has 40. When we look at that item on the inventory item page, we can see that it has 60 total. So to see where the other ones are, we click on Edit, and then we look at this right-hand panel. So here we can see there's 40 items in Baskin, and that 10 of them are in this bin labeled 001, and 20 of them are in this bin labeled A, and that means that 10 others are not assigned to a bin. So a bin is a sublocation in a warehouse. So it could be something as simple as 001 is the right side, the shelves on the right, and A is the shelves on the left. You would obviously have it organized in your own way, but that's just a way to further organize a particular location. So we can see that there's 10 more at this cache location and 10 more at this Chesterfield location. And these have not been assigned to a particular bin. So maybe it's a smaller warehouse and they've determined that they don't need a bin for these places. And maybe Baskin is particularly large. And so they want clarity on the particular bin that they're in. But here we can see that. So going back to inventory adjustment and clicking this bubble, we want to hit search. And then if we want to adjust the amount of this 40, we're in here and see here we can see that there's 20 in bin A, 10 in 001, and 10 that aren't assigned. Let's just move those 10 to 001. And then if we want to add more to another bin, we just click on the bin, and here we can see all of the bins that have been made for this location. So opening up our configuration and going to inventory settings and location. When we click on this pencil for Baskin, we can see all of those bins that have been created here. So if we want to add a new bin, we can add that. We press save. And now when I go back to inventory adjustment, we can see our new bin called new. So we press add bin. We can say that we got 20 more. And we can see that there's 60 in this Baskin warehouse. We search that cache location, there's still 10. Let's add this bin. Let's move these 10 to this bin. Press save. We'll check out the item again up here at the inventory item page. Here we can see in Baskin we've got the 20 in each of these 3 bins. This was that new bin that we just made in the configurations. We go down to cache. We can see the 10 bins in this bin labeled 12. And then if we could just transfer by manually editing objects from items from bin to bin, but we can also transfer them in this transfer item page. So maybe we want to move an item from Baskin to cache. We do 98. And so maybe we want to move all 20 of this item from that new bin that we created to, and when we click on this, it opens up the bins in the cache location. So remember that bin labeled 12 that we had 10 of them in. So once we make this action, there should be 30 of these items in bin 12 at the cache location. So we'll press plus, we'll press save. We'll go to inventory adjustment, or we can just go to the item up here. Click edit. Now we should see 0 in that new bin. Yep, there's 0 here. There's still 20 in each of these. And now there's 30 of them in this bin labeled 12. So that's inventory adjustment. This is also how you would just add an item for the first time when you're adding a new inventory item. So, but you search by location. So for all of these locations, all 502 of these items will show up. So no matter what I click, we'll still see the 502. But if there's no objects in this location, it'll just be 0. And if you want to adjust that, you press the pencil and you put in the amount that you have. And so now, looking back at it again, we can see we have 130 of that item because we just added 50 more. We click edit. We can see the 40 here, 20 and 20. We can see the 30 in cache, the 30. The 10 in Chesterfield aren't in a particular bin, and the 50 in St. Louis aren't in a particular bin either. But we could add a bin. We can go back down to inventory adjustment. We can search by St. Louis. Put them in a bin now. So that's inventory adjustment in ServiceWorks. Thanks for listening.